We've got a sheriff in town. The sheriff's back.
No, I get a wee bit of criticism there for Derek saying I wasn't a proper cowboy. So the cowboy hat is right behind Derek, and I'd love to see Derek with a cowboy hat. Derek, the real cowboy in town.
There you go. That's a proper cowboy. That's a proper cowboy. No, it's the wrong way.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, don't let us.
Wow. Is that a bull at the front?
No, you were like the Milky Bar kids.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, well.
There you go.
That's brilliant.
No, Edmonds.
No, I'd need the jacket and everything.
You need everything, but I think
I wouldn't.
you shoot that. He looks like a real cowboy, doesn't he?
What's that Brokeback Mountain? Used to. Go and kiss each other. How's the rusty sheriff's badge?
Unbelievable. Very rusty. Is that what you said there, rusty sheriff? Aye, very rusty, Simon. I really feel, Simon, Derek, Frank, I feel there's a real return to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel I've been back. So I don't want to keep going on with myself, but I do feel there's a wee glow about the place, Simon.
Yeah. What was that? Did the tune you whistled, Derek?
That's the one.
Do you know,
that was you. Shivers in the spine.
I can't believe that I didn't do that.
And then the Milky Bar kid is strong and tough, but only the best is good enough.
I know, but the Milky Bar kid's not got flukes, is he?
Well, he's only about 8. He's only getting them when he gets to 12, 13.
He did. A few years later, he would have got
No, it's not right. That rang the point.
No,
you know, I've not hit them.
No.
See the next time he comes in, he's got a big spot, by the way. A big Daisy Duke.
I get them all the time, mate.
Aye.
I get them on Mars, so.
Aye.
You can check it.
He knows how to cover them up.
Get some on his ass.
How have you been, boys? All right? Good?
Aye.
All good?
All good.
Aye, everything's starting to open. Well, good news, isn't it? It's going to be opening up in the next month or so.
Right. Big weekend. Oh no, in fact,
Simon, come on!
Every week you forget what we're here
Sorry,
for.
mate. Sorry.
He's back me out, didn't he?
Yeah.
No,
So,
I for a night out.
Aye.
a day out? I'm not bothered about a night. I just want a day out.
We want you to get it.
No long news, son.
We want to see that, boys.
Wait, Nicola gets the pubs open, we're out.
Simon, what is the forfeit this
So
week?
the forfeit is, if he doesn't get it in time, he's going to send a text to Barry Ferguson for his phone, and we can write whatever we like.
Oh, brilliant.
Happy with that?
Anybody else you want me to send it to?
So we're sending it to 3 people.
3 people.
Alright.
Right. Have a think. While he's doing his leaderboard, have a think who you would like.
Oh no,
Like
I tell you who. And it was a brilliant, one of the best I've saw. I was killing myself laughing. Dick Campbell.
Right, Dick will be
How good was that?
Aye.
Right.
That was brilliant,
Good,
wasn't it? Could you see why people want to play for Dick Campbell?
Yeah.
You'd run through a brick wall for that guy, wouldn't
Absolutely.
you? And he's brilliant. So
I've always
Do you know that's what the game now, isn't it? Playing for you want to play for that manager.
Yeah.
But Dick, he's so funny. At least when
And he knows the game, Derek.
He used to come in and
he does. He knows the game inside.
He
does.
Listen, the kid on there,
does
funny,
know
but
inside
they
it.
But him
do.
and his brother, the one he
Brilliant.
tells, and then he gave him one. Right, I think that's class.
Brilliant,
Isn't it? Aye, I loved it.
You went
Dick Campbell,
See if Dick gets it wrong, he blames his brother.
I don't.
Every time he gets it wrong,
That's
that was him.
That's what he does. He's out the press and tells the press if they get beat, it's a brother's team. Brilliant, rightly so. That's what we do.
Right, so we've got Dick Campbell, Barry Ferguson, and who else we were fucking there?
So
Kevin Kyle.
No, can we get a lady, Simon?
All right, okay. So who have you
Ask
got?
you going to a date.
Who have you got?
Who has he?
No, you're sending the same text to the 3 people and see what you get back.
Can't be a lady then. Cannot be a lady then.
Can't be a lady.
Right, we'll have a think.
could you
what we-
imagine you winching Dick Campbell with the Ashers?
Okay, boys, welcome to Who Knows When.
Cutting his teeth.
Simon, who knows when an open goal
Right,
game?
how long are you getting yourself?
Aye, do that mean that? How long are you getting?
90 seconds.
I'm trying to
No,
think of
let's
somebody
see it,
else
turn
who
the
can
sheet around.
text.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Case out 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
See if you
Thanks,
can-
there was 6 minutes last week.
See
Goodness me.
if you can win this week.
Thanks very much for the picture you drew on mine as well.
Simon, always to cheer you up.
Right, do you want to go 2 minutes or 90 seconds?
2 minutes, Simon. I think that's fair for us all, innit?
Aye.
Ready to go, Paul Slade?
I'm ready.
Let's go!
Simon, Derek, Frank, welcome to the biggest leaderboard in the world. Who knows wins and open goal clash together, Simon, and what did they create?
Magic.
Money.
Magic, Simon, you are absolutely right. Simon, we didn't have 1 winner, we didn't have 3, we didn't have 5, we had 8 winners who shared £722.50 each.
Yes, sir!
I can boogie, and I need a setting song. I can boogie, boogie woogie, on and on.
Are you practicing?
A good wee one there.
Boys.
Congrats to
Practicing. Is that what the meeting's for this morning?
massive congrats to Brendan Muir.
Brendan Rodgers. Well done, Brendan.
Brendan,
Taking
superb.
part as
D_T. Gaz 1997, L-Dog, NB Treble 1, he's been here a few times I've noticed. Paul Max, Rel G22 and XG Sports. They are the guys who won the £722.
Well done, lads.
Well done.
Okay, another 8 at the top of the monthly leaderboard, Simon. I'm going to go quickly through it. Here we go.
What is this? Is this for the
Monthly.
Monthly leaderboard, Simon.
sorry.
Please keep up with me. We've got Andrew 1405 on 13 points. All get 13 points. Andy to win, Brown 25.92, DAC 1970, James Much 23. We've got Matty 9,900, Swede 95, and Wee Carol 1.
Good, isn't it?
Superb.
Wee Carol.
Who's that? Wee Carol?
Wee Carol.
Is Wee Carol doing that shit?
Oh, Carol.
I don't know. I don't know what
there's a
she's up
feeling you don't
to.
know.
Aye.
Unbelievable. No bad.
I worry when he turns on and goes, oh, Carol. That's what that worries me.
She's a beauty. She is a beauty.
She is beautiful.
So onto the pundits, guys. We all is a fantastic threesome, Simon. We've got the threes all tied on 7 points each on 1,008.
That's a terrible free.
We're rubbish, aren't we?
Did we get 7
Where
points?
would the Heats go?
Did we get 7 points each?
Where would the links be?
No,
Did we get 7 points each?
7 points for the monthly leaderboard, Frank.
Poor.
Now, just before we go into this, right, I'm
Poor
going
tongue.
to see the
We need to up our game.
This is incredible, right?
We need to think about it. Right, go.
That's a few times you've interrupted me now, both of you. I don't want to again.
I mean, take yourself. Right.
So at the see this wee bit at the end when I say the wee bit if you fancy winning the cash and say, do you know every single week I've said open league goal?
I know, I've noticed that.
I've noticed that.
Mate, that is incredible.
I thought
every
it was
week I
changed.
say it.
I know it was changed.
Without meaning it.
But that's how good Jan Empty pulls you up for it.
I know.
But why is that? I've said that.
There's a lot of love in
That's
this game.
scared me.
How Simon what we on?
He'd full of broken bottles, that's
I think so, Simon. If you fancy winning big cash from a 10 grand pot this weekend and having your name read out by myself on the show, download the Who Knows When app and join the Open League Goal.
Open league go again.
How long?
You've just done it. Do you know you've done that? Huh? Do you
Did
mean
I say it
that?
again there?
Open Goal League.
That's mental, isn't it?
Mate, you're well past it.
Right.
3 minutes.
Well
so
done.
get the text sent.
Aye, text.
Aye.
Aye.
Text them now and then we'll get their, hopefully by the end of the show they'll reply. So what do we want them to text them?
Right.
So hi, it's Slaney. I'm so horny. What can I
Aye.
do? What can you do? What can you do? Right?
I feel like a cowboy. What do you suggest?
Yeah, that's it. I feel like a horny cowboy.
What do you suggest?
Do you ever feel like a horny cowboy? Text
What
them
do you
that.
suggest?
Right. So have you got the numbers?
I'll get Barry's. We talk a lot.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Dick Campbell's you
Are
get.
you
that.
wanting?
Who else have you interviewed that you've...
Look at Dick Campbell back in the day. That's his WhatsApp picture.
Take Coisty.
Look at
He's looking great, isn't he?
Right, okay.
Right, talk us through the 3 texts you've sent and what you've sent.
Right, so the forfeit is, I had to send the message, Simon, to Dick Campbell, Barry Ferguson and Mikey Stewart, and the message is, hey, it's Slaney, the dirty sheriff. And it's no word of a lie, we don't tell lies here. I'm looking for a horny cowboy, and the 3 of them fall in that very category very well, because I've got pistols, Simon. We don't know, do we? And at the end of it, and I know you've left your pistol on my ranch. So by the end of the show, let's see if any of the 3 get back, all right?
Imagine a pair of horses. Imagine Dick Campbell jumping on a horse's back toe. It's a broken back.
Dick Campbell's got better teeth than he looks like a horse.
He's breaking his teeth in for one of the horses, isn't he?
He's Shergar, isn't he?
He'll not do a lot of what, he'll be the cowboy that just sits back and listens all day, won't he?
Yeah.
Dick.
Just
Won't he? He'll be
No, you better hear him.
watching everything.
Dick's doing it at Cheltenham.
Mikey Stewart will be embarrassed,
I know
won't he?
Coisey's there.
Who? Right. What's the odds on Jake Barry, your brother, all right back?
I'm not so sure. I think he'll be a wee bit wary of that text, so I
If
don't think
any
he'll
of the
get
messages back by the end of the show, they will be receiving another message by the end of it as well, Simon.
I think Dick Campbell's a certainty, but
Do you think there's any of them who are sitting with their pistol in their hand right now?
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem, Simon. They can't message them.
I never thought of that.
Right, here we go.
And if they're good luck to them, you lucky bastard.
Here, let's show it. Here, the show's not even started yet.
It's a shambles, that.
That's brilliant.
Right, Sheriff, big weekend.
Class.
Celtic v Rangers. Frank, is there any to play for in this game for Celtic?
Yes.
How determined will they be to stop this unbeaten run?
But if they've got anything about them, they've not showed nothing all season, so if they've got anything about them, for the fans, for their own pride, for the club, they've got to beat Rangers. I mean, they've got 2 games left against Rangers. Got to beat them. They're going for the, invincible. They'll be out for that. They'll be up for it. I just think that for their own pride, if they've got anything about them, this is a game to show it. They've not been shown it at all. They laid down, or Rangers ran over the top of them the last couple of games. So they've got to just put a fight and get a grip between the teeth and just go for it. You know what I mean? Just have a go at them and see what happens. And the fans will still be disappointed.
See to the camera.
If they get that,
tell the fans to stay at home.
Did you see that?
Aye, still.
You
should put it.
No, they need to. They need to.
Everyone stay in the house.
Stay in the house.
We're nearly there now, do you know what I mean?
I know,
Yeah.
stay in the
We'll get back to all that.
I know, stay in the house.
Stay in your house, aye. With your pistol and your cowboy hat on.
If you've
Play
not,
Wild West with your dad if you want. I don't care. Play whatever you want.
if you've not got a house, go to Slaney's.
But Derek, just on the game.
Oh wait, why don't you do a pleat and a cowboy accent to the Peter?
Oh.
Staying home, boy.
Stay home, boy.
Hey, that's pretty good, Simon. Well done, you take care of that. Okay, quickly moving on. Derek, this is sometimes it's a weird one, right? With the unbeaten run. Do you think Rangers will go out there on Sunday to almost avoid defeat rather than going there for the win? Do you think what their mindset will be?
It's in their DNA to go for a win. The way they play, they're always trying to get on the front foot. They've got different ways of playing. Rangers, talk about the last game against Celtic. Celtic dominated for large periods of that game. We shouldn't forget that. That will be on their minds. But Rangers, this season, certainly have always found a way. But they're a confident bunch at the minute, obviously, with the season undefeated. So that gives you great confidence. And they'll go to Celtic Park looking for the win. It'll be tight, but for me, where Rangers edge it, I just think they're defensively more sound than Celtic. So if the Rangers, certainly they're front three, whether it's going to be Kent, Morelos, don't know, Hadji or whoever it's, Aribo, if they can get at that Celtic defence, I think they can cause them problems. But same goes for Celtic. Celtic have got talented from middle to front.
I think a big thing for Celtic, they've got to play Forest, they've got to start Forest.
You think?
Definitely. I think he's definitely got to start. Because no disrespect to the boys that are playing out left and right, they just keep coming in. So they're playing five in the middle. There's no room, and that's exactly what Rangers want. They're all right with that. Got to give width. I think John Joe Kenny and Forrest will be a good partnership for now at the end of the season.
So would that be just like an Edward up front on his own?
I don't know what way they're going to play it. It's, I would play Griffiths if he's getting. I don't care about what people say. He's the best finisher the Celtic's got. And they were on. You could see them getting their act together last time they played with each other. I just don't think Ayeti and Klamala have got it. And that Kenny was fanning boys over the last couple of weeks. He just kept fanning boys. And Klamala, Ayeti just weren't getting on the end of it. And I'm thinking, for a striker, the boys were absolutely brilliant. It's what you dream of as a striker, getting down in behind the defence and whipping that across the box.
But Celtic have got that same problem if I don't you, Frank. What team do you play?
I think it's a big one for John Kennedy. I think he's got. John Kennedy. Sometimes I think Lenny put the players on that he wanted. He had to play. And instead of picking a formation and saying, "Look, you've got to stay out." If Kennedy's wanting to do it, he's got to be strong. Leave out the so-called big names if they don't fit into the way he's wanting to play. He can't just say, "Right, we're going to play you, but you go out there." And take his. But you can't do that. You've got to just play a system. You've got to stick with it. You've got to grow a set and leave the big players out if you have to.
If you play 4-4-2, so Rangers outnumbered them.
And do you know you can talk about formation as well, but I think just at the minute, Rangers are mentally stronger than Celtic. Aye. You look at Celtic in over the course of the last, 5-6 games, I've watched a few of them. When they lose a goal, nerves come into it. They don't normally a Celtic side over the past 9 years would kick on. Now, for whatever reason, they're nervous. Rangers don't. When Rangers go a goal behind, they adjust. They see things, and it doesn't just come for the sidelines. They've got the players on the park that make the adjustments. So I think that's why Rangers edge it slightly, in that department as well. So, but it's intriguing as always, isn't it? We just don't know what an old firm game is going to
The biggest problem with Celtic is the defence and the goalkeeper. I think
but they're not scoring goals either, Frank. They're not scoring a lot of goals.
It's full team, innit? It's
the confidence is shot to hell, innit? I mean, some of the defeats they've had, that wouldn't have happened if the crowd was in, because they wouldn't have let them put in performances like that. So I think that's been a big, letdown for Celtic. But it's the same with every team. It goes with every team. I'm not just saying it's Celtic, but some of the players, You know, some of the performances, the players and the fans wouldn't have let them put their performances in.
Mackie, you wonder
know,
how fired up they'll be
they wouldn't have
because
let them stroll about. You know
there's
what I mean?
still no news of what's happening.
No.
You know, who's coming in.
No.
Sometimes players there that'll get them up for it. You know, a bit excited, but no news at the moment. You know, so the players sometimes just go through the motions.
Luckily, we've got a man in the know. Is James your mate? James Forrest, will he play, Slaney?
If he wants to play, he should start.
I think so.
I think
he can. I would rather start him than put him on. I would rather start him than put him on the bench, because if you bring him on and he breaks down, you go, it's a nightmare. You know, put him on so you can get an hour of him. If you get 65, 70 minutes, you know,
the issue is if he starts the way Celtic have been setting up, he doesn't fit into unless you play him in the hole. He does like that in there, Simon.
Right.
He's very fond of it in there, knowing that.
Well, can you not play 4-2-3-1 the wide right?
No, in that hole.
But if not been playing,
I think the last game they played 4-2-3-1, didn't they? But they have played Diamond as well, which would suit Slaney.
The biggest problem with Celtic, they've not had any width. That's what you're crying out for. You've got to get Forrest on.
Let Forrest run it, your man. Barisic now.
Well, having John Kenny, I think they'll give him. They'll see how good the boy Barisic is, because he's. You know, I think the last time for an hour he was got at. The last time, you know, and they got to him, and they were getting the ball in the box. That Frimpong was getting by him, but he's just final ball. But John Kenny can put a ball in the box. You know, he's good at crossing it. So
who we taking?
That'd be interesting.
It's hard to bet against Rangers, isn't it?
I mean, it might need.
Of course, the Rangers have all.
I think they've got so much. They've let the fans down so much this season. I think, you know, especially with players like Scott Brown.
They really care. But
Scott Brown will be firing them up. There's no way Scott will not be firing into them at the weekend. John Kennedy, I don't know where his fire's coming from. I don't know if he's got it in him with St. Boy.
He's got a light in his pocket, hasn't he? Keeps a light in his pocket.
Box of matches.
But I'll guarantee, you know, knowing Scott, he'll be in that dressing room firing them up, because this is pride. You know, and there's something.
But see all that firing up, right? I get that, right? You can be as fired up as you want to be, but see if Rangers are set up better than you and they play a bit, then you can be as fired up as you want, but if you're not set up properly, then you'll get beat.
It's a good point, Simon.
It's not really. Listen,
that's gone for just the 11 guys that are for the game go out and win the game. It's the guys that are set up better and they've got a game plan.
And that's how I'm saying Rangers mentally are in a better place, because they know their jobs inside. They know, and it just becomes normal, and they just it's like flick a wee switch.
Problem this year, Celtic have all played individually. Rangers played as a team. It's simple as that. They all think they're big time. They're all playing. Nobody bothers. We lose the ball, they don't chase it back. Nobody's prepared to do the hard graft. I think they've got to do that at the weekend. I just think they've got to give the fans something. Surely we can't just stroll through this season thinking, no, it's all right, we'll start again next year. Fans are not going to accept that.
Even for the fans, it's the player you're playing next to.
But do they care about that? Do you honestly think they care?
Well, that's a problem if they don't care about each other.
Well, no, they care about, they're getting so much money they're strolling through, they don't care. I don't think they've got that hunger that we had when we were playing. You know, I mean, Coisy put it some last night and he says, when we were playing, I scored in the first couple of minutes against Rangers. Coisy scored 10 minutes later, and the two of us are standing in the centre circle going, and Coisy saying, I'd scored better than you, had the better one. The two of us had a laugh. But the truth is that
for me, talking about who's going to score later on that night.
These players have
any tackle, there was no love lost.
But these players have had the hunger to win. These players have had the hunger to win quadruple trebles. So they've obviously got hunger. Can't just come out and they've not got hunger.
Listen, I'm not saying anything about them, but this is the first year they've had the challenge.
I don't know about that either.
For the league.
Well, Rangers challenged them last year up until Christmas, didn't they?
Up to Christmas, they went to Dubai, and that's what happened to Celtic this year. You know, there must be something in the water in Dubai.
Paul, Roy Keane, linked to the job, says he wants it. Would you take him?
No, Simon, I wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't, right?
I love Roy Keane as a pundit and stuff, but if players didn't react well to Neil Lennon, you're not going to react well to Roy Keane. Certainly not that type.
Get rid of him then.
I'm saying you
can't take it.
But I'm saying you bring players in, the modern day player.
But they can't, Marky. That's what I think Slaney's
surely there's some players out there that still don't mind getting shouted at.
They're a different breed. I mean, I don't know, even the level you're playing at, they might, I don't know, are they different at that?
What, shouting at them?
Aye.
I know, I do shout at them, but it's the way you do it, Derek.
Of course, I get your message across, but I think Roy Keane, you know, I've read some articles about him. He's not managed since, 2011, so he's been a long time out of the game. He's been assistant. But I've saw some of the stuff, certainly when he was at Sunderland, you know, that he's tore players to bits. Players in this day and age, they just go, to hell with you. They just go under. They go, I don't get a give. I don't care who you are, whether you're Roy Keane or no. It's about getting the player on board. And however you do that, that's the art of management, isn't it?
I think the model, certainly with football now, is like, and it's easy to say, but the Brendan Rodgers type, Simon. Do you remember it's almost the bottom, the youth all the way up. He wants a certain play, and I don't know. Listen, I think that's the way the game's gone. Like a guy like Eddie Howe, people might say, well, he's no won it and stuff for Celtic, but players react to that. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
see this softly there. Before I hasn't played football, give you a question. Softly football now. And he's shouting at players and all that. Is that better? Didn't it win the any good? But somebody said to me, when you've done well, I'd say, shut up, I never done well, it was crap. That's me.
But
I know I played bad, so
I still think it is in the game, and I mean, Klopp isn't going to be sitting there shouting.
Guardiola shouts as well.
They're ruthless as well, but it's in the right way, Simon.
Yeah.
And I think guys, I could be wrong, but maybe with Neil Lennon, it's maybe and Roy Keane, it's more like the hairdryer treatment still. You know that old man. I don't know. I could. I'm guessing. But
I think when you shout at a player, you've got to come up for how to make it better. You can't just shout now and say it's your fault. But players want you to tell them how to make it better.
That's when your own backroom team come into it. Because when you shout, see the first time Lennon was shouting ball, we've heard it umpteen times. Lennon shouting ball, Gary Parker or Tomo or somebody going to put it in. When you know what he means, come on, get it. And that's what happens when you've got somebody, your own team. You know, it's like a bad cop, good cop sort of thing. They're going. And that's
you'd always be the bad cop.
I'd always be the bad one.
See when you talk about
not wrong, a bad cop.
See like going away back, like Jock Wallace. Jock Wallace would give it to you, but the other side of Jock Wallace was there was a softer side. You would go into his office and he would chat to you. Same with Souness. Same with Walter. Wasn't my manager, Walter Smith. Walter was assistant manager. There was an edge to Walter. Would he give it to you? Aye, big time. But he would take you aside and just have a quiet moment with a wee word. That's the balance. The most important.
The managers I played, two top managers I played. Big Bully was like that, and John Lyall at West Ham. John Lyall was different class. Everyone thought he was different class. You crossed him, you know, he didn't miss you. You know, he would drag you off up and into the room, and he would just. Honestly, he'd just strip you shreds off you, and you just didn't do it, you know, because you've got so much respect for him. I think that's what's at the game now.
I think the most important thing is now, we talk about shouting or whatever it is coaching. This coaching every day in training is top level. It has to be set up absolutely immaculate. You look at
that's where you come in, young man.
See the training. What you need to do for the players is make sure they enjoy training, right? See the coaching and all that. Even you talk about young players. I don't know, you probably shoot me down in flames you want to. I think in the academies and all that, they're overcoached. There's too much information getting them. Where they learn is when they're playing, and that's when coaches should just point out one or two things per game or just during a game. Could you maybe do that better? I don't think that's the right, you're not making the right decisions. That's coaching, I know.
It's brilliant. The boy Dembele, I said, last time I seen him playing, he came in and passed it across the park, and I'm going, what are you doing? That's not him. He was first when he first appeared, the young boy. He was going by players if they weren't there. Now all of a sudden he's coming in and he's passing it. I'm going, that's coaching. They've just coached that out and say you can't do that. No, that's ability this boy's got. It's natural ability, and they're coaching out him. That's wrong. I don't care who's coaching him.
That's a good point.
That's wrong.
But you look, I agree. I think there's people are overcoached. But if you look now, all the top managers, coaches are every single deal on that pitch, and the standards are, they know, they're putting out exactly what they want for their team, and the players expect that now, Sam. You look at a Brendan Rodgers type, training pitch, Guardiola, training ground non-stop, Jurgen Klopp, out there every day, coaching at the highest level, exactly what your team wants. Now, if you've got a guy in, now I'm not saying Neil Lennon, but Neil Lennon is not that type of man who's going to be out in a training, he's there, but he's not putting it on. Or maybe he's not got somebody there. Roy Keane, I don't think he's a coach that's going to be getting a complete style of play, and maybe that's, players should know the game, I get that, but no, you need a manager, that a player who's got the picture and knows exactly what is expected from him. And the proof is in the pudding where the managers around the top of the best teams are that.
I think do you want to know what first team you're spotting?
Do you want to know what
first team?
See what I liked about sometimes? I like when it's a manager's job is to employ good coaches that can put on good sessions. But I always liked sometimes when a manager maybe saw something in the training and they stepped in and they took it. Not all the time, I liked that.
This is what I hated about training. I hated this word called repetition. We've done it back in the day. It's something that you've got to do, that the defence. They would work, so they'd get me and Tony Cotter at take West Ham, get us up and cut the forwards, and we'd work the defence. And what they're doing is they're just working these defenders. They're working them as a unit, and it was just bone. But I'll tell you what, it was repetition. It was just what they had to do. Come a Saturday, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
You know, and I look at Rangers and I go, they all know what they're doing, so they've been coached.
On the training ground every day.
Celtic haven't, so why not? It's party. See this shape. What the hell shape? You buy a right back, and they ask you, you know, where am I going to play? You're a right back, that's what I bought you for. You know, this shape, if you don't show them where to play, I mean, do me a favour, Si.
I know, but some people want different things for their right back. Some managers want different things for their right back.
Well, if
you look at Tavernier,
look at Man City. Man City want the right backs to go and play centre midfield, so that's why you need to coach it. You can't just come and say to him, right, I want you to go and play centre midfield, go and do it. You need to show them at the right times you want them to move in there. So it needs to be coached every day.
The thing is, if somebody runs by me, somebody runs from midfield, run by me, I would fill in from midfield. That's what you do. That's called being a team. That doesn't mean being coached. It's just you've got something that you've got in you. If Paul McStay ran by me, I'd fall into midfield. Simple as that. Once we get the ball, or once the ball's out to play, then we swap again. That's what happens. It's a good team. Every team does it.
Bit fired up this morning.
No, but because I can't be bothered with this training. Boys should be that way. That's what's lost in the game now, isn't it? It's just you're playing for your teammates.
But
you know, everyone playing for themselves now.
You need a good night.
I know.
You need a drink.
Please help me. No, Nicola, get it sorted. I need to get out.
Can we not give him something to put my status on there?
I need to get
But
out.
I think you can definitely, at the last wee point on it, I mean, Celtic have been serial winners, I mean, over different, but I think on this season you can see who's been properly coached on the training pitch.
I think what you're saying is right before first team, but I get what you're saying as well. I think youth and first team are totally different. Sometimes the youth are overcoached, but they don't actually know the basics.
Robots.
How you receive the ball. Yeah. Right, okay, we'll actually talk about, get on to the next point.
Come on then.
Right. Also, another one that's came out, Kim Marsh's sister, Jessie Marsh. You think she'd be a good appointment?
Superb.
You know the Austrian League well, give us a wee insight.
Kim's alright, good singer.
She was in Corrie, wasn't she?
Corrie, mate, huh?
Brilliant.
She's very talented.
Steve
Music.
McDonald, remember?
Steve.
Shake Steve.
What was his dad, Jim McDonald?
Would you show her your pistol?
And I'm fired up this morning.
Oh, that's not a pistol, that's a wee handgun, isn't it?
I'll be fired up in a minute.
That's a rifle you've got, by the way.
Saturday night, and I like the way you move. Pragmatic,
That's a cannon.
You're going to shoot your cannon? Rubbish. Tell you what, cannon. Taking it too far.
Right, Jesse Marsh, Paul, do you know much about him?
Unbelievable, Simon. The only thing, Simon, he's American, Simon, and when I was there in America, American coaches didn't know the game, Simon. They used words that European players and UK players did not.
Well, like, dude, calling the players
Listen,
didn't.
Hey, dude, and cleats.
I get that.
Cleats on,
I
shut
get
your
that,
mouth.
but he's done well with his. He's done well in teams.
No, certainly, Frank. He's certainly, and he is certainly with Celtic's style of play through all the years, Simon. You have to be attacking. The fans expect good attacking football, and that's certainly what that man is, Simon.
He'd be the type for me, that sort of type.
100%, Simon, and obviously Haaland might have a chance.
And Kim would probably come.
And Haaland might have a chance of going to Celtic then. Do you know what I mean?
Who?
Haaland.
Yeah.
Holland.
I know.
He worked with him at Celtic Park.
Oh, did he? Right.
Aye,
Okay.
so you never know that
Right.
relationship.
How we started him.
No, so certainly I think that's the type of guy I would be betting my hedges
He
on.
wants a project, but
He says he wants a, no, but he did say. But if you were to go to Celtic, he knows that they want to win every week.
But
so
another thing, he's contradicted himself then because he says it's not all about winning. I saw one of the quotes.
But he wins a lot, though.
He says that.
Or Rangers, it's about winning.
Well, they better fucking win.
I read it, the paper. He says Celtic's different because they have got to win every week.
Right, okay.
So
Right, we'll move on to that. It's only been 2 hours talking about it. Paul, we're on the top 6.
Unbelievable.
Big weekend.
Enormous weekend.
Yes.
Derek, St Johnstone, St Mirren. My goodness. Who do you fancy claiming the 6th spot?
You get a coin.
who's in Johnstone?
The toss up.
Who's in Johnstone? But this week they've got.
By the way,
Ross County.
I think we're coming. Congratulations to Livingston. We're going to be.
So-
Yes, congratulations.
But
We're glad to get him on the podcast.
For me,
Well done.
for my money, I just think St Mirren. I think
Can I ask you a question? Who's if the two of them won? Who's
St Mirren are
St Mirren.
St Mirren.
St Mirren?
I would.
St Mirren. I think the two of them won the weekend.
You know, and I think, and it's no St Johnstone have already got the League Cup in the bag. They'll be delighted with their season. They've played well. They're an improving side. They're going to be a top 3 according to this young man.
Yeah.
But I just think with Jim Goodwin on board, he is a good manager. Yeah. I like the way he handles things.
Yeah, I like him as well.
Superb, Derek.
He's, and he started at
It's
the
not
right
bad for a
level.
night out as well.
Well,
He's likes a night out.
That's a wee
good night,
Guinness, Jim, didn't it?
Like,
As well, but he done it the right way, didn't he? You know, at Alloa,
Yeah.
you know,
I like that.
learned his trade. You know,
Yeah, I like that.
worked hard, as well, and I just say he handles the media, big part of it as well. But he's got a good side there, so he has.
Would you take Jim Goodwin at Aberdeen then?
I tell you what, it'd be a right good shout. Aye, oh, by the way, but St Mirren have already, well, Tony's already said he's gone nowhere.
Yeah. Are you going to take Stephen Glass out of club or take Jim Goodwin out of club?
Jim Goodwin was sort of shadow of doubt. Oh, Guy, and you know, and again,
he's a good coach,
I mean, people, St Mirren fans wouldn't like to say that, but it would be a kind of step up going to Aberdeen. Would he fit the bill up there? Of course he would. I think he'd be a terrific manager for Aberdeen, Jim Goodwin.
Aye.
But it's another thing will he get there.
I'm going against you. I think St Johnstone will get the top 6. Paul, who do you think?
Yeah, you've got a bit of loving for St
I do
Johnstone.
like St Johnstone. I like the way they play.
Yeah.
You do love St Johnstone, don't you? Who do you think, Simon? Toss a coin, as Derek said.
Well, just you
Toss
toss
the
it
coin.
for us.
Aye, toss
Tossed it.
You're tossing everything
I'm
else
gonna
this morning.
Right, tossing it more is not best.
I know,
Still tired,
I
man.
can't beat it. I know.
You're still tired, aren't you? No. On that,
Still tired.
on the Simon, I'd like to see St Mirren get it.
Aye, so
They've been there all year, haven't they?
Maybe not
Right
a
down
year.
that sixth
And
spot.
I don't think St Johnston's any chance of getting third place next season. I really don't.
How does it feel when you get your 6th spot?
Do you know when as soon as that's here, Derek?
That's cool.
No. Do you know what? No. Listen. See, as soon as I went with that, who's going to claim the 6th spot? I went, fuck. Shouldn't have used the word. Shouldn't have used the word. The 6th spot. Simon, the confidence goes. It certainly
6th place,
goes.
the 6th place.
No, the 6th spot certainly the confidence goes. Simon.
But obviously 10 somewhere down the line might sort it out.
Aye, but biggest spots down there, Simon. You know what I mean? Rubbish, terrible. And then, no, Simon, I'd like to see St Mirren getting it, definitely. And I think, do you think either of the two did just on that? Even Callum Davison, is he too early for the Aberdeen job, do you think?
too early.
He's done a job though.
Aye. I mean, he's done a fantastic job. And obviously, by the way, he's good in history because he's won the League Cup. But I don't know, there's just something about Jim Goodwin. There's just something about. I think as well.
Is he in the frame?
I mean, I don't know Callum Davison too well, but I think, see with Jim Goodwin, I think, and this is what I always like, people and in managers, there's an edge to him.
Yes.
You know, and I like that. There's a kind of, he might have a dark side to him. Well, as a player, he was, and I like that.
Do you know something we don't?
Aye.
We dark side to him, what is it?
Oh, but I like an edge to people.
Yeah.
Can I
No, I
go-
know what you mean. Jim
can I
Goodwin
go-
definitely
can I
does
go-
And
that.
he brings that to the
You wouldn't pass a bit with Jim Goodwin, would you?
No, and listen, Callum's brilliant, and he's good with the press. He's a good laugh as well. Likes a laugh. That suit just let him down a wee bit.
The suit was fucking bad,
you know, but no, but what Callum Davison.
If he comes in with that suit on Aberdeen, he's not getting the job.
But what he's got is he's got that likeability factor that the players like him, they buy into what he's doing, and that's why they play for him. That's why he's having success. But I like the edge of that dark side, as I'm saying, to Jim Goodwin.
Yeah, I could see both going to Aberdeen. But Stephen Glass looks like
You think he's getting
overwhelming favourite.
Is that right?
Strange one, that now.
They're still saying John's favourite for Celtic's 5-2 now.
John Kennedy.
Can you see
We're
that?
talking about
I know, we're
No, I know, but
Aberdeen, you're talking about
We're talking about
Celtic.
the press. We're talking about the press. You know, putting people in his favourites. It's just I don't get where it's coming from.
The Glass one, I kind of go because obviously I knew he played with Aberdeen and there'll be a connection there. But then I didn't realise that he was the reserve manager out in America, which, well, I thought he was the first team manager.
No,
so that's a wee bit of a surprise because different kettle of fish getting in there at Aberdeen.
He done them for
Reserve
9 months,
football,
didn't
you're not under pressure. When you go to Aberdeen, you're under pressure for day one.
If you want a reserve manager, go and get Danny
He was a
McGrain.
manager. Was he not the interim
Goalkeeping
manager?
coach.
Was he not the manager for 6 months or something? First team.
I'm not too
He
sure.
done
But
it
the
first team
owner's,
for 6 months.
the
He was-
owner's
aye,
based in
aye.
America as well, isn't he? Is there a wee connection there?
He's the owner of
That's
that.
with the connections
That team,
with
I'm going to
Cormac,
ask you a
aye.
question. If you're the interim manager, you're there for 6 months as a manager and then you don't get the job, that's saying something, isn't it? Oh.
Nah, that's a good point, Macca. You're right. Aye,
So,
because if
they brought somebody else in. Is it
That's
Hines
right,
or something?
aye.
Hines
Aye,
or
bang
something?
on.
Gabriel Heinze.
Aye.
bang on the money.
Spilling the beans.
So-
Spilling the beans all over the place. That's it.
Scott Brown linked to Aberdeen as well. Just,
Yes.
you think Lewis would enjoy that wee?
Tussle.
No, well, they'd be playing together. Tottenham going as in
Oh,
his
see,
player
I
coach.
had visions there in training there.
Putting fuck at each other.
I think.
Lewis would love that, by the way. No, listen,
he would be
the one
he'd
thing...
be good for Lewis because he'd just sit there.
and
and
do you want to know,
a professional as well.
I'm just about to say, the one thing is he would respect,
Oh, aye, of
obviously,
course
what Brown's done. So, aye, of course. And you, listen, as a young player, you want to soak up all the information that all the older, experienced players give to you. So Lewis wouldn't be any different. He's just wanted to kind of learn and get on in the game. So, and that's a guy that's played in that position, played it well for years and years. So of course he would learn for it.
Been an angry show, isn't it?
Well, that's been very
angry
angry.
show.
He's fired up.
He is very fired up.
I know.
He's doing something. Is it that oil you're on?
You going through a dry patch or something?
No.
Dry patch?
No.
He doesn't have dry patches.
Dry patch.
What's up with you?
Whatever that is. It's a dry patch.
Some man. Paul, we're on the coupon.
Onto the coupon, I'm going to start with my third day. Derek Ferguson, okay? Arbroath Hearts, Derek.
I've not even had time to think about it. I love Dick Campbell, but I'm going for Hearts.
Ain't going.
No sure about that loyalties.
That
Ayr United versus Raith Rovers, one of your ex-clubs.
Ayr United are flying at the minute, aren't they, all of a sudden? And
Flying
they should have left Kerr in that job a bit longer, in my opinion.
Right.
You know, because it was so tight, and I feel for the boy, Mark Kerr. But Raith the other night would be. I'm going to go Ayr United because the others flying.
Dundee United, Aberdeen. Wow.
It's a good one, that.
What a
It's
game.
good. I'm going to go draw.
Dunfermline, Inverness.
Inverness get their first win the other night, so they did. They needed it. Dunfermline.
I think so, Derek. Morton, Queen of the South.
It's a great.
That's a cracking game. I know. That was a brilliant game. Queen of the South down to 10 men last weekend, but they were excellent. Morton flying. Morton. Oh. I know. I'm going to get. I know because I like Queen of the South.
Hamilton Accies versus St Mirren.
jeez,
Wow.
That's the one.
Could be it in that.
God, I want Accies in there. But it's a big game for St Mirren, the top 6.
Go on.
I hate
buddy.
to say it. Accies, I think they just might come up short. I think they might nick it, St Mirren. So I'm going to go St Mirren.
Right.
Sorry, Accies. I know,
Can't
man.
believe it.
I know.
Kilmarnock, Motherwell, Derek. It's a hard one.
Draw.
Livy Hibs.
I was going to say draw, but Hibs will want to nail that third spot. They'll get their tails up. I'm going to go Hibs.
That spot was killing me. Every time you say maybe third spot, I'm thinking something. Anyway, St Johnstone, Ross County.
Well, St Johnson, he whispered, he's telling me.
Celtic Rangers, Derek.
I think Rangers will just edge it. Rangers.
Right, Frank, you ready?
Yeah.
Arbroath v Hearts.
No, sorry.
Hearts.
John Kennedy favourite, what do you think?
For what?
Celtic job, what do you think? No, I'm only joking. Ayr versus Raith.
I'll break your hearts. Anyway. Ayr United.
Ayr United. Dundee United versus Aberdeen.
Dundee United.
Dunfermline v Inverness.
Dunfermline.
Morton versus Queens.
Queen of the
Good
South.
games, isn't there?
There is crackers. Hamilton Accies v St Mirren.
St Mirren.
Kilmarnock v Motherwell.
Kilmarnock.
Oh, you think Kilmarnock could beat Motherwell, do you, right? Did you go Kilmarnock as well?
No, draw.
Draw. Livingston v Hibs.
Hibs.
St Johnstone v Ross County.
St Johnstone.
And Celtic v Rangers.
Draw.
Paul Slaney, Arbroath versus Hearts.
Hearts.
Ayr United versus Raith.
Ayr.
Dundee United v Aberdeen.
United.
Dunfermline v Inverness. Aye, date your cowboy voice.
Dunfermline.
Final one, date your cowboy voice.
Alright.
Right.
Yeehaw.
Morton v Queen of the South.
Draw. Oh, shite. See, they forced me into it. Shite. At least they come out and pick up.
Morton v Queens.
Draw, Simon.
No, we want to keep the voice.
I want to hear you say a team's name in the voice. Then I just keep saying draw. Hamilton versus St Mirren.
Oh. Draw.
Draw.
Kilmarnock versus Motherwell.
Steelman. So shite. Motherwell, Simon. I can't help.
Aye.
Livingston versus Hibs.
Hibs.
Hibs. St Johnstone versus Ross County.
St Johnstone.
But you tipped St
you
Mirren
get
for
St.
top
Jo-
6 and then you said that's going to be a draw and then you just said St Johnstone going to win, which would mean St Johnstone going to be in the top 6.
I don't even know what to turn it on.
I knew you were going to, I was just waiting for you to
set me
say
up
that.
here.
See when you
Set
said
it
draw
up,
with
set
St
it
Mirren. Celtic versus Rangers.
Celtic 3, Rangers 0. Tell me, come back for a European game.
Right, your heat.
No
is
thanks.
for the broken
No
balls.
thanks.
Can I change mine? I'm going to take Celtic. You're right.
yeah.
Oh, here we go. That's a Celtic in there, isn't it?
I forgot they're playing.
He's want to finish with a song or something?
They're an important game of night.
What, Friday, knackered, shattered.
Knackered.
Friday.
Extra time.
Yeah, extra time. Extra time. Friday, Saturday, extra time. Friday, Wednesday, Friday.
Brilliant.
Aye, simple. Simple party, Frank.
Brilliant, man.